Hey everybody, it's Kathy Burns. Kelly's gone today, so it's just me. Anyway, this is TechSavvy Realty Solutions, and I've got a unique thing to talk to you about today. It's called Unlimited Reach Suite. It's awesome. So I've showed you some things before where you could go get leads. As realtors, we're always looking like, how can we get leads? How can we fine tune it? Now, this is an opportunity that's built into a website where you can go search anywhere in the country. So realtors all across the country can benefit from this. So you just target in your area and you can find what you're looking for. And I'm going to show you this here in an example because I'm going to run a little video. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see it. And what's cool about this is their process is about mailing. So that's their premise, because you can get unlimited postcards printed out, sent for you. It's the printing that's free. The list is what you're paying for. Very minute cost. And if you do the postcard, which they have pre-done templates, you can change them yourself. It's got like a mini Canva built into it, AI incorporated, and then you can mail them out to these specific people. You would pay for the postage, and it is done first class, which is very cool. But it's really about how you want to define your target market, right? So one of the things that he's going to show us in this video is how he picks homes that have been owned for a long time, that have doubled in value, that have great equity, even goes by their credit score, which I thought was really interesting. However, so now you got a list, and you can go right within the same program. You can go pick your postcards. You can say, I'm going to send them out. But I want to tell you, when you start doing farming like this, even though it's very specifically targeted, which I think is the key here, specific targeting, I want you to know that consistency is a key component. Now you can set up QR codes on these postcards. Again, the printing part is free and it's unlimited. So you can set up a QR code, and the beauty of that is the QR code comes back to the system, and it can see, who's responding, who's not. So you can start to niche down on who it is that's responding to whatever it is that you're pitching. In this particular case, it was about potential sellers. I like sellers. If it were me, that would be my focus. But don't sellers need to buy? They sure do. There's referrals, outgoing referrals. If it's out of the area, or you don't want to do buyers, you can refer to another buyer, or you can be the buyer's agent, whatever you want. So bottom line is, this is a very, very specific tool that you can use. Now, it does have a program that you sign up, monthly payment, very reasonable, and through my affiliate link, you can get it at a substantial discount. However, it is a yearly contract. So you're probably going to want to have more information about this, and I can connect you to get better information. But it is so many tools in one, and I'm not really going to tell you all the things that it does, but it does a ton. There's a little chat thing on the bottom right-hand corner once you signed up, that if you had questions, it's not a bot that you're talking to, it's a live person. And the support is 24/7, and they know exactly how to handle this system. If you wanted to embellish it, you could. This is basically a go high level funnel system that has a back end to it where the search criteria is phenomenal. If you've ever watched some of my other videos, I had one on Propstream, and it was very similar to the search component of this, and I showed you how you could get phone numbers for it, which is limited of how you can use that service in forewarn. They don't want you using it as a situation where you're digging for all kinds of phone numbers. It's really about a background check, making realtors feel safe. But if you did it in small portions, it could be useful. Maybe consider it, let's say out of 100 lists that you mailed out to a very specific target area, 20 responded. And typically when they respond, you can make it a requirement that they give you their name and their phone number and their email, right? So that you can do that. So you can get all of that way legitimately as well. So I'm gonna make my screen shared here, and I'm going to get this for you so that you can start to see it.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Local and Qualified. I just wanted to take a moment today to go through a few of the pieces of our direct mail platform that I think can be really beneficial right now. So we just learned from the settlement with the National Association of Realtors the other day that listings, as we already knew were important, are even more important now. So being able to find the individuals that would stand to gain the most from listing their home is very optimal and a great way to target and approach marketing yourself to be able to obtain those listings so that you can put yourself in a position of power. So what I wanted to do is just take a moment today to go through here and show everyone exactly how they can locate that information within the system. So go log in and then go to your mailing list. Once you go to mailing list, go to order a custom mailing list right here. And then you're going to get options that you can choose from this mailing list in order to be able to customize it. So right here, I'm going to go to individuals. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to go to geography and we're going to look at Waxhaw, North Carolina. Now what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to locate individuals in Waxhaw that would stand to gain a great deal from selling their house. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into the segment here under other, and I'm going to look at estimated home value and the home purchase price. So I'm going to look at homes that were purchased from $176,000 to $250,000 that currently have a home value of $500,000+. So we know that these individuals have at least doubled their money on their estimated home value versus what they purchased it, and they would stand to gain a great deal by selling their home. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to qualify this a little bit more. And what we're going to do is we're going to come into estimated credit rating, and we're going to take this to 650.
I'm going to pause that for a minute because I really want you to see that. That tells you that as a buyer, we've already got people based on their credit rating that we can get, we can get loans for them even if they don't want to spend the money. And that's a powerful tool right there. And again, remember how he targeted right into a specific area? The more you niche down, the better. Let's carry on.
So that we know that these individuals have the ability to get financed if they did list their home and then had to move, obviously, and you were going to help them there as well. So looking at that, we know that within Waxhaw, North Carolina, individuals that purchased the home from $175,000 to $250,000 that now have an estimated home value of $500,000 to $1 million and have that credit rating of 650+, there's 547 of those individuals. If we wanted to pull that entire list of those people and their addresses to directly market to, it would cost us $49.12 from the system. We would just go and buy that there.
And again, you're paying for the list. The list gets imported into the contacts right there. And so that list, and you're able, and he'll show you in a little bit here, but I want you to see the price of that. $49.12 for 547 people who have a lot of equity in their home in a very small area. Now, the mailing on 547 people is a lot. I would have probably niched it down a little further of different things that you can go in here and you can see how old they are, lots of different things that are going on. So you can further it down, and I'd probably keep it at 100 because 100 is the minimum. And because you got to figure your postage on 100, and you've got to do this consistently. So when you're taking on something like this, remember, consistency is key. If you want to reap the rewards, that's why it's got to be consistent. So I'll get this back on.
Once we bought this list, we could directly market to those individuals by building targeted postcards that would message to the fact of how their home value has increased, and they would stand to gain a great deal from those increases. Then you can set them on automation, continue to stay in front of those individuals with that messaging and encouraging them that when they are ready to list, they know that you're ready to help them list their home and get the most bang for their buck because of the work that you've already put in to brand yourself and put yourselves in front of them. Hope everybody got a lot of help from this. We'll be sending out more videos like this to kind of push people in the right direction and to help us guide a little bit through the platform. If you have anything specific that you would like to see, feel free to shoot us an email. Thank you.
Okay, so what's cool about that is, so now let's say you had that QR code on there and you had people respond, and now when they're responding, now you've captured their email address. Well, now you can take it off the cost of the mailing and now put it into the platform of the CRM. And the CRM can have tags on it that can say Waxhaw high equity homes, whatever the tag is that you want to create so that you can search by those people. But you can also create a drip campaign in there, all that stuff. There's so much in this platform. It's amazing. Now, so this is the price. It's $149 a month. It is a year-long contract, and it is normally $299, so you're getting it at my price, my affiliate price, and you get postcards, direct mail, gifts. There's also gifts in here, so there's a lot more to this. You can get the unlimited amount of printing done, no matter what size your list is. It's print on demand. You can customize it or not. You can upload and store your own contacts within the system. If you've got emailings, you can create all that. There would be different fees for mailings that go out, but we would figure all that out and I could get those questions answered for you. But it's basically, it also has a social media planner for you where you can stage out your social media, which is awesome as well. So those are some little things that you can do with this program. I like it a lot because I personally have a go high level funnel system for my website, which means that I can do a lot of different things coming into it, have landing pages and stuff like that. This is a very elaborate system that incorporates these mailing lists, and it's a powerful tool. So if it's something that you want to do, I'm going to have that link below. If you want to know more about it and want me to get more videos to you on what's entailed in this, I'm happy to do that. So I think it's a good tool. Propstream is the other one, but it doesn't have any of the printing. It doesn't have the postcards. It doesn't have any of that tied to it. That's $100 a month. So for $47 more a month, you have a much more in-depth program, very in-depth. I like the Propstream, but honestly, this is a whole better deal. So that's it for today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe below and stay tuned. I'll have the links below and check it out. Feel free to ask me questions and we'll go from there. Thanks so much, everybody. Stay tuned when Kelly's here next time.